I will not make age an issue of this campaign. I am not going to exploit for political purposes my opponent's youth and inexperience.
George Will remembers that moment, is with us now, Pulitzer Prize-winning columnist for The Washington Post, also a NewsNation senior political contributor. Mr. Will, good to see you. As always, something has happened for Joe Biden over the past month or so. I think this is one of the reasons that Trump is getting a little more talkative about the debate issue. December 12th, Trump's largest lead recently in the average, Trump 45, Biden 42. Current average tied, most recent polls, Joe Biden ahead.
These polls are moving in the same direction, which helps Mr. Biden. They are, however, almost all within the margin of error. So much can change. You know the old axiom that overnight's a long time in American politics and a week is forever. And all these numbers, 41% here, 37% there, are less important than a number that came out yesterday, 3.5%. The fact that inflation is persisting, it's not transitory, and that means that the prospect of a federal rate cut and the interest rates is disappearing.
Look, debates always tend to have sections. There's one on the economy, there's one on national security, there's 3 or 4 parts of the debate. Each one has different topics. This is with the networks that just sent out a letter about the debates. If there's one thing Americans can agree on, there's simply no substitute for the candidates debating with each other. And before the American people, NewsNation, ABC, CBS, CNN, Fox, NBC, AP, C-SPAN, on and on and on. Will the media shame Joe Biden into debating?
It's going to be a test of the mainstream media's, how should we put this, even-handedness at this point.
Does it even require to be even-handed?
The fact that Mr. Trump is making this plea, making it now systematically, and with the video you just showed, is another indication that the 2024 Trump campaign is much more disciplined, much more intelligently managed, much more far-sighted and long-headed than it was 4 years ago.
You made the point, right, that the inflation, the economy, it's the economy stupid. Those are what turns elections. What turns debates, though, are moments. We played one with Reagan. And I think it's worth playing one when he was a challenger, which, for that matter, Donald Trump is going to be. This is Ronald Reagan in 1980.
Governor Reagan, as a matter of fact, began his political career campaigning around this nation against Medicare.
There you go again.
It was unmatched between Reagan and Carter. We can all agree on that. You think it's unmatched between Biden and Trump, but I'm wondering if it's not necessarily conventional wisdom being incorrect.
I think what depends is when we have the debates, and I think we will have them, although we didn't have any from the founding to 1960.
And then we had TV. We screwed everything up.
But now it is an accepted civic duty to debate. So it's going to depend which Trump shows up. That is, if they can control him, if they can sedate him, give him some Valium, something to simmer him down, so that he doesn't become, as you rightly said a moment ago, a jerk, as he was the last time, he'll be in good shape.
Well, you know, the jerk thing wasn't in the script. I ad-libbed it because I was responding to remembering that back and forth. And there was a moment, though, and I think, you know, you can criticize Trump's style, and clearly in the 2020 debates he went overboard. But there was a moment with Hillary Clinton that I think crystallized what a lot of people were thinking in 2016, and it was effective. Take a listen.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Yeah, because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
He won.
He has a comedian's instinct for a one-liner. He has a kind of feral relationship with his audience. He's like a Borscht Belt Catskills comedian in upstate New York. And it's a real talent. Has nothing whatsoever
to do with
demonstrating governing attributes, but there it is.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven unbiased coverage.